everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this cowboy boot applique. For this pattern, you will need a 6.5mm crochet hook and a 5mm crochet hook. You will also need 4 medium weight yarn in either cotton or acrylic. I am going to be using a different color scheme than this. I thought it would be fun to do a pink boot with the same brown heel and then doing red details on the boot just to kind of change it up, because I thought it would be fun too if you did this as a project. You could like string together a bunch of different boots in like all different fun colors. And then you'll need scissors. You will also, if you want to put felt on the back, I kind of recommend that because it does make it a little bit sturdier. And then you'll need hot glue and hot glue gun and glue sticks to assemble everything together. So for this pattern, for the boot and the heel, I'm using a 6.5mm hook and I'm doubling up the yarn. So I have 2 balls of yarn and I'm going to be putting 2 strands on the hook at all times. That makes the boot much bigger. So if you didn't want to do that, you could make the entire pattern with a 5mm hook with just 1 strand of yarn, and you'll make essentially a much smaller scale of this same boot. So you could do either or depending upon what you wanted to make. If you wanted to make like a little pin or a brooch that you could put on a jacket, then maybe you'd want to make it a little smaller. I think this size is fun too. Again, as like more of a hanging decoration, or if you wanted to put this on a jacket or a greeting card. But the smaller one could be good for a magnet or maybe an ornament. This is a pretty good ornament size though. So it's really up to you and how big you want your applique to be. To start, I'm going to take the pink, 2 strands, make a slip knot, and then chain 14. Then I'll make a single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then make a single crochet in all the chains except for the last one, so in the next 11 chains. So now you're left with 1 chain at the end, and you'll make 3 single crochet into that last chain. Now you'll be working along the bottom edge of that original foundation chain. So you'll be working on the other side. So you insert the hook in what would be the next stitch and make a single crochet. And I'm tucking the tails in as I go, and make another 11 single crochets going across. And then you should be left with that first stitch, that first chain that you made a single crochet in. You should be left with that, and you can make 2 more single crochet in that first stitch. So now you have 11 going across the top, 11 on the bottom, and then 3 single crochet on each end chains, and you're left with this oval shape. So now we'll be going back into that first single crochet that you made, and you'll be making a slip stitch. So insert a hook in the hook, pull a loop through, and then just pull that loop through the loops that are on the hook. Now the next 2 stitches, you'll be single crocheting those together. So pull a loop through, insert, pull a loop through the next one, and then yarn over and pull through all the loops that are on the hook. And repeat that. The next 2, you're going to single crochet together. Pull a loop through, pull a loop through the next one, yarn over, and pull through all the loops on the hook. Okay, so what that does is it kind of creates this like curve and point at the end, because this will be the point of the boot. Now you're going to want to make a double crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over, pull through the first 2 sets of loops and then the next 2. And then double crochet going all the way down until you get to the end. So you'll have a total of 8 double crochet. So that was 1, and then now this is the second double crochet. This is the third, and you'll just keep counting until you get to 8 double crochet. So now I've made that 8th double crochet. Now we're going to continue going in rows. So you'll chain up 1 and then turn your work, single crochet in that first stitch, and then single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So you end up with 7 single crochet in this, what's technically the 3rd row. And then again, now you're going to turn your work and chain up 1. So now you can see that we're starting to work up the boot, and this little point has now formed. So you can see the boot is starting to form. Now for rows 4, this was the 3rd row technically. So now rows 4 through 10, you'll keep going up to make the ankle and calf of the boot. So this would be like where you are now, and you're going to go up to and count 10 rows of just going back and forth with 7 single crochet, and then just chain 1 and turn your work. So you'll keep going to that until you count to row 10. So now that the boot is sort of formed, we are going to add a top. So the last row you'll chain up 1, and then make a single crochet in the first stitch, then a half double crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over, pull loop through, yarn over and pull through all 3 sets of loops on the hook, and then you'll make a double crochet, make a triple crochet. So we yarn over 2 times, pull loop through, then yarn over, pull through the first 2 sets, then the next 2 sets, and then the final 2 sets. Then make a double crochet in the next stitch, make a half double in the next, and make a single crochet in the last. And then just make a slip knot to finish it off. Cut, and you'll weave the ends through. And then just cut. Okay, so now you have the really cute pink boot. So now we are going to attach the heel. To attach the heel, we're going to turn the work upside down. I'm using 2 strands of dark brown. Make a slip knot and attach it to this last stitch here. That would be essentially the heel. Attach it with a slip stitch and then chain 2. 1, 2. So now I'm going to yarn over and make a double crochet in the next stitch. I should probably tuck the tails in. Yarn over and make another double crochet. And you're going to make 4 double crochet total. So that was 2. Let's do another one, 3, and 1 more, 4. So now you'll chain 2 and make a slip stitch in this next chain. So insert, pull loop through, and then pull a loop through. Now you're going to make a slip stitch all the way across in each stitch going across. So just pull a loop through, insert, pull a loop through, and then through the loop on the hook. And you just keep doing this until you get to the end of the boot. So let's see, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 1 more. Total of 8. Slip stitch, yarn over, and then pull a loop through. And we can cut that. And you'll weave weave the ends in for that as well. So now you have the heel and the brown bottom. I'm loving this pink boot. How cute is this? All right, so the next part is the fun part, because you can pretty much decorate the boot and like do whatever you want here. If you look up pictures, especially on Pinterest, of like cowboy boot art, that can really inspire you on, you know, the different types of designs you could make. Like you could put little stars, you can do whatever you want with these designs. I think I'm going to stick with this one just so I could show you exactly what I did. But this is when you want to switch to the 5mm hook, and we're going to switch to just using one strand of yarn. So I'm going to do red, and we'll start off with this detailing at the front and here. So you're just going to make a slip knot, and very simple, we're just going to make a chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's do 6, and just cut, and then you'll repeat that. So make another chain of 6. You'll want to just weave in the ends here into the chain, at least on the one that's going to be front facing. The back one, it doesn't really matter because it's going to be tucked into felt anyways, but you'll just weave in that tail. We'll make 2 of them, and then we're just going to end up hot gluing this detailing to the front of the boot here. This bottom piece here, I'll show you how to make it look like that V shape. So you'll take again the one strand of yarn, make a slip knot, 5mm hook, and now we're going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then make a slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, pull a loop through, and then pull that loop through, and then make 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you can see it just gives it that V shape. So you could put that right here. So let me cut. And that will get, you want to make sure you weave all the ends in to make it look nice. And then that will go here. And then for the chain that just goes all the way up and down, make a chain of probably about 10. Let's see. 1. So about 10 to go to that peak point, and then down to here. So I'm going to cut that, and then I'm going to go ahead and weave all the ends in, and we'll glue these pieces down first. I'll show you how I glue everything on. Pretty self-explanatory, but you just want to dab a little bit of glue. Definitely don't go crazy, because then it will seep everywhere. Tuck that around the back. Same thing with this. And you can see I only tucked the ends in on one end, and that's just the front facing end. And then I just left the other one open because whatever. Okay. I'm just gonna cut these because I'm gonna glue this to felt eventually anyways. All right, then I'm going to do this piece next. So I'm just going to go around the back side of the chain and just carefully dot it with hot glue. Be careful not to burn yourself. Press that down, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. Let me just line it up first. Make Make sure that looks good. Yep. Okay, it's nerve-wracking working with hot glue because you kind of have to get it right the first time, but that looks pretty good. I'm loving how this pink one is coming out. I wasn't sure how it was going to look, but I love this. And wouldn't it be so cute if you had this just in all different color schemes and then have them like a bunting? Ah, so cute. All right, so the last detail I'm going to do, which I'll probably do off camera because it's too nerve-wracking, but I think I'm going to do the same pattern as this, or design as this, and just do these kind of S shape. And basically what I did the last time was I kind of placed it on here first, and then I just took the glue and just kind of like went around and dabbed it underneath, because it was kind of tricky to do this design. But I really liked how it came out, and I didn't want to do a chain. Like, I wanted it to just be the strand of yarn, so I could really add like a fun detail. So I just kind of like map it out like this, and then I'll go through with the glue and just dab it down. Yeah, kind of like that. I'll do the same thing on the other side, and I'll just dab it down. So I'll report back once I'm done. I actually ended up doing it a little different, and it worked out. So what I did was I took the hot glue and I actually drew the S on with the hot glue very carefully, and then I placed the yarn over that. So that actually worked out a lot better. So I would recommend that. The last step would be to glue this onto felt. So you could see if it's not on felt, it's just a little flimsy. And then this is just like much sturdier. So I recommend gluing it to felt. Of course, I ran out of felt, so I don't have felt, so I can't show you how to do it, but it's pretty basic. Like, just glue around, stick it on, and then cut out all the felt, and then boom, you're done. If you wanted to make it into like an ornament or a hanging piece, I would put like string in between the felt and the piece before you do that. You could put a little pin on the back. There's so many things that you could do with this. If you wanted to make it into like a bunting, you could add like a little loop here so you could stick a string through. I mean, there's so many possibilities, but it's so cute. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Definitely like and subscribe. Head to the link in my description. That'll take you to the written pattern and all the materials you'll need.